Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to today's call. Today is Monday, August 8th. And if you're on this call, it's a good day. Welcome to today's call. And we're excited. So on today's call, we've got a couple of quick announcements. In the very near future, we're going to unveil a strategy enhancement. So what you're going to see today, when we go through EazyBot performance, I want you to keep in mind, you're going to see some amazing things in terms of what EazyBot can do. And we have the benefit of seeing EazyBot perform in a really difficult market. So we're really excited that we've got a strategy enhancement that's coming out. It's going to be an absolute game changer. If we thought EazyBot was amazing already, we just took it up a notch, 10 notches. And so definitely want to come back. You want to be on next Monday's call. We're going to actually unveil that strategy, unveil that update to the platform, and we'll go through it live for you guys on next Monday's call. So definitely want to be here next week, Monday. One other major release that we're doing in the next few weeks before the end of August is a genealogy view for all of our affiliates. So for those of you who are taking advantage of our affiliate rewards plan and you're sharing EazyBot with others, building your teams, one of the things that you should be really excited about is coming for you guys is your genealogy view. So reporting where you can actually see all the different folks in your organization on all the different levels that you're qualified to get paid on. So be really excited about that. Look forward to those things coming. And we've got a couple of special guests. Some of you guys know Brent and Susan. To some of you, they're going to be new. But I just want to say to you that what I really, really appreciate about this business that we're in and about this particular company, one of the things that you'll recognize as you hang out with EazyBot is it is a community of amazing people. And, you know, you can ask all the questions about how EazyBot works. We're happy to answer all those questions. We're going to talk to you till we're blue in the face about why it's the best product to trade crypto. But at the end of the day, the intangible thing that you cannot put a dollar sign on that's invaluable is our people. And at the very top of the list of people that I absolutely love and appreciate in this company are Susan and Brent. They epitomize leadership. They're experienced in the background in the area of trading. They've built one of the largest organizations, maybe the largest organization in EazyBot, and they're hands-on. They lead by example, and they know the space. And so without any further ado, I'm going to introduce to some of you and welcome to the rest of you, Susan and Brent of Elevation Guild. Come on in, guys.
All right. It's an honor to be here. Hello, everyone. We are really excited to share this with you, and we're going to start. Actually, Brent, my incredible business partner, is going to start it off. Over to you, Brent.
Thanks a lot, Susan. Yeah, great to be here. We are going to dive into the bot performance and insights here, get you up to speed on how the account Mohammed has been tracking, how it's doing. Give me one moment here. Just let me know if you can see my slides.
Yes.
Perfect. So keep in mind, you do not have to know how EazyBot works behind the scenes, but there's such transparency in this company. They're willing to pull back the curtain and reveal to those of you that are interested the inner workings of this incredible strategy. So if everything I'm about to say feels like you're drinking from a fire hose in another language, don't worry, relax. But absorb what you can. And when you're passionate about a project, it's kind of hard not to dive in and really understand the inner workings of it. And what we have, as Ken has alluded to earlier, we have a phenomenal product here. We've had the perfect opportunity to prove the concept, the unique strategy that EazyBot has. It's what I like to call its market crash correction, its ability to withstand crypto winters and large market drops, continue to profit along the way. That's what you're about to see here when we discuss pulling down the average price. I'll go into more detail of what we mean by that. And it also maximizes run-ups with take profit retracement, opening trades at a high price, closing them at a lower price, and making a profit. So the market does not have to return to where it initially purchased the cryptocurrency at. And you're going to see a couple of examples of that here in a moment as we dive into the performance and the different examples. So here's the account we have been tracking. In this example, you will see Aave. So every purchase that the bot has made of Aave, when you add all of that up, when you consider all of that, if you were to sell all of it back into USDT stablecoin, there's an average price that you would have to sell it at in order to break even for your purchases. However, we don't sell at break even, we sell beyond the average price to take our profit. But in this example, you will see on the 1st of August, the average price was at 168. You can see in the last 8 days, it has now chipped $2 off that. It's brought it down to $166 while making profit along the way, because it's now made a total profit in this trading session of 972, up from 928. So not only is it bring the average price closer to the current market price, it's also making you money along the way, because this has dropped, as you can see, to as low as a price of 82 with its initial purchase at a price of 251. So it has brought the average price all the way down from 251 to 166.81. In other words, it does not matter if AVE ever goes back up into the zone of a price of 251, ever. All it has to reach at this current time to get out of this entire trading session is a price of $166.81 for AVE. And it's working on this constantly. So we don't know what the market's going to do, but if it continues to go sideways for the next several months, I'm sure we're going to see this close out and sell the entire trading session. So let's move on here and take a quick look at take profit retracement. So here we can see this coin was purchased at a price of 36, sold it at a price of 38. And here you can see this run up here with these green candles, an 8-hour trade session there that lasted for 8 hours. You can see here it's sold at a profit of 5%, not 5% for the entire trading capital, but as a percentage of the amount of capital or funds that were actually at work, which you can see here. So it sold it. It did not just go 1.5% beyond the price it needed to sell. It basically used a trailing sell. It followed it up and it waited for that pullback. As you can see, these are all green candles. There was no significant pullback, but here we can see when it reached this peak, it pulled back did the retracement, and then it sold it. So a perfect example of the bot capitalizing on the market when it's trending up. Bit of a window into what the phenomenal results we're going to see when the bull run eventually comes back, if we're making these kind of results now in this sideways choppy market. So here is another take profit retracement example with Link. You can see its initial purchase, the price right here, the market dropped by 2%, bought one of the cover positions, then the market went up and it maximized that run up right here, sold when this retracement was happening for a profit of 4.76% on that purchase. And so here's an example of the bot buying at a high price and selling the entire trading session at a lower price than the initial purchase. So the initial buy came in at a price of 9.4. The market dropped, it started to place the cover positions, looked like it opened as low as the 10th cover. So it actually sold this entire session over 23% lower than the initial purchase. So, I mean, go out there, use Pionex, Binance, KuCoin's, Trading Bot. They have an isolated bot. If you use their grid trading bot, you can't do anything like this. It's getting in and out of trades, but it has no strategy. They have no strategy to actually get you unstuck to sell the entire session when the market up and like this, sell your entire crypto without the market having to go back up to where you bought it at. It's a phenomenal concept to think that we bought Link at these prices right here and we were able to sell it when the market was at a price of 7.2, 23% away from the initial purchase. The entire trading session, 6.33% profit within that 40-day time frame. It's going to vary based on coin. It's going to vary based on multiple variables, multiple factors that's going to influence results. But law of averages play out your advantage when you take advantage of diversification and add as many coins as you can. As you can see here with this account, some phenomenal results. It's going to vary. Obviously, coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum, they're not as volatile as Mohammed likes to say. We can only ride the wave, we can't create the wave or capitalize volatility and movement here. And the altcoins are going to move really 3-4 times as much as Bitcoin. But here we can see Some of the more impressive ones in this run, 148, that's 14.8% on Solana, 19.9% on Aave. We'll show you a table here in a moment, but some incredible results for these kinds of markets, guys. 10%, 24.49% for Uniswap. Uniswap has been crushing it. And here in a moment, when I hand the mic to Susan, she's going to actually dive in and show you two examples of two coins on her own account that turned around, which we had been in a trading session since April. Uniswap's one of them. Phenomenal results that we saw with both of those trading sessions. Here we can see 26% on Matic. Matic crushing it, as you can see here. So on the right hand side, you see the profit for days comparison of performance, what we have, how our profits have increased since the last call. So you can see Filecoin there is up at 12%. Sorry if my internet is in and out a bit there. LTC, we've climbed up 17% for ETC. ETC has been crushing it. Some very powerful news, and just wait for with Ethereum as well. Or the reason you might see Uniswap too, it's the biggest DEX, the biggest decentralized exchange related to the Ethereum blockchain. So all of the projects, all of the coins that are influenced by Ethereum, you're going to see some major action when Ethereum 2.0 comes out. People are strategically positioning themselves now, getting into the market. But as Ken alluded to too, there's some massive institutional money coming into. So I think can't make any promises, but I think we're going to see some an incredible run up here coming into December. And so here we can see Matic has the same price as it was. Now, I don't have insight into the trades that are happening inside of this account, but I can only assume that this is because the trades are currently at probably the second or third cover in that price zone right there, which the enhancement that's coming to the strategy is going to really help capitalize on those smaller movements in the market, in that first 15% of a market drop where we're dollar cost averaging. So we're going to capitalize on that even more. We're going to see more action, and we're going to speed up the process of pulling down the average price, which means we get out of trading sessions quicker, which means we get into new sessions quicker. That effect extrapolated out over an extended period of time, we know is going to have a significant impact on people's overall trading profits and results. So that's it, my friends. Don't use this solely for on what coins to choose, because honestly, this can fluctuate month to month based on projects, based on outside influences and fundamental news that's moving the cryptocurrency market, breakthroughs with different projects, whatever the case may be. But just don't focus on switching from coin to coin, focus on adding more coins over time so that you can be diversified. So Susan, take it away. You're up.
Okay. So I'm going to start this dive into some specific examples with an example that you've seen last week and the week before. David and Mohammed shared this example of a session with Ethereum Classic. It started here. It opened the trade at 42.07 and closed at 27.53, which was 34.56 lower than where it entered. And then and this was a 6.67% profit. I'm just going to take you into my markup on it to share with you and elaborate on a few points that Bren had said. So during that session, from when it opened until it bought and sold 945 times during that time. And it came through a full market drop of 70.3%. It's just mind blowing what's possible here. And then it closed, as you can see the line, it closed that much lower than the initial buy here. So just to give you a visual of what's possible, it's just absolutely incredible what happens here. Then I'm going to give you another view, and don't let all of the lines on the chart here overwhelm you, but this is an example, a chart markup that Mohammed asked me to do. And this is that same trading session. And what it shows is each of these green lines is one of those 945 0.5 trades that were closed in profit. And it's just incredible how it goes through the price action and makes these. So there is a couple points that I want to elaborate here, and they're points that Bren made. Do you see here these sections where it's less green? So there is less trades that happen during that time. And it is when there was a longer stretch of candles and that pullback, that 0.5% pullback that Mohammed so brilliantly coded in, it didn't happen. So the trade action, whether it's a buy or a sell, doesn't happen until that 0.5% takes place. The relevance to that, that's just really important to build trust with you of what's possible here is, number one, on the way down, it's risk management. So it will not open another trade until it does that pullback. And that's so that if it does a huge drop all at once with one candle or two candles and doesn't do that pullback, it's not going to open a whole bunch of trades. So that is risk management. It's protecting your account. And then on the way up, as Brent showed that one example where it was doing a stretch up, here's an example right here. And I have a zoomed in example coming up for you there. It is a trailing take profit. So it's risk management on the way down, on the way up, it's profit optimization. Just absolutely brilliant. So here is that session and just showing you how busy the bot is. Well, you're just going on with your life. It is minute by minute, actually in nanoseconds, observing the market and taking all of these trades. And that these open sessions here where you see less lines, that is the part that Bren had mentioned that the enhancement is coming. So make sure you're here, as David said, on next Monday's call when Mohammed talks about that incredible enhancement that is coming. So here is mine and Bren's account, our uni session. It opened up, we had started a balance of 600. And as you can see here, the initial buy was on April the 5th. And it closed out on July 28th with that final trade was a profit of $50.51, which is another example of that trailing take profit where the profit optimization is in place with that retracement added into the code. And the total profit of this session was $125.40, which we, oh, wait, did you hear that? Can I get some acceleration for that? Sorry, I can't help but have a little, the child in me gets so excited with all of this. So let's bring that session. I see you laughing, Ken. Oh, okay. So here, let's bring this session over to the chart so that you can have a visual of what's happening with the price action with that. So that entry was up here at 1166. It came through again, over 70% drop, created all those trades. 12.48% profit was gathered during that trading session. How crazy is that? So as the market was crashing, we grabbed 12.48% on just this one bot. We collected that. That final trade of $50 was an 8.4% profit in itself. That one trade, because of the brilliant strategy that does the waits for the retracement, that trailing take profit, we got an 8.4% trade with a total profit on that session of 20.9%. And it closed up here. And here's another example. Do you see this long blue stretch of candles? It did not close until that retracement happened, which is the reason for this 8.4% profit. Yes, so it was 19.94% lower than the initial buy session. It's just brilliant. I'm absolutely in love with this strategy. So here is the next session of ETC, starting balance of 1,000. The initial buy was again on April 7th. The time that we started all of our bots was brilliant. It was right at the top, right before the crash. So we got to watch it all happen, proof of concept that the one-click strategy can manage these massive market drops. So it closed as well on July 28th with a closing trade because of that trailing take profit, $120.19 with a total profit of $237.24 on this particular account. And wait for it. Are you ready? There we go. Okay, so here we go. We're on the charts now. And we got 11.7% during that trading session, which was also more than 70% market drop that it withstood, 71.23, in fact, to be specific. And once again, here is the example of that stretch that waited for the retracement, 23.7% total profit on this session. So what happened with ETC after it closed that long session that had to come through the crash? Well, since July 28th until August 7th, last evening at 10 p.m. my time, 23 sessions have opened and closed over the last 10 days, resulting in 3.6 overall gain. Pretty impressive. That's a lot to celebrate, and that's just one coin. Here we go. Here is another visual. So what is the difference between those long sessions and the short ones? This is the volatility that we keep on talking about. So here in that 10 days, 23 sessions opened and closed in 10 days, creating that 3.6% profit because of all of this extra movement. So that's what you're looking for. If you're deciding which coin you want to use and you're been told to go to CoinMarketCap and look for volatility, that's the difference. That's the comparison of what happens. And Bren also mentioned that all of the altcoins will likely, it's highly probable that they'll be more profitable than Ethereum and Bitcoin because they make these extra volatile, these extra movements minute by minute in the market. And that's what creates the profit. And here's the visual of the price action of that long session where it was going down and then up. So that's the difference between the 10-day 3.6% and then the long. I should have marked the days here, but you can see the visual of how much longer this session was. That is it.